still empty?
Yeah, he's down.
Please don't.
Yeah, he's still empty.
Down. One more time, press.
Right, right.
Down. Wow.
Go, push it, Eddie. Watch it, Eddie.
Guy was outside.
What's up, guys? Today we're doing an operator guide on how to play as Maestro in Rainbow Six Siege X in 2025. Talking all about Maestro, however you want to say it. All about his evil eyes, where to place them, how to use them effectively, and how to just frag out and win more matches while playing as Maestro. First, let's get to his loadout. Here you have the Alda. Got the Alda. It's a really good gun. It used to have an ACOG, it doesn't anymore, but it's still a really stable gun. I believe it's the only defending LMG other than Tachanka in the game, and it has crazy fire rate with decent damage. ADS speed is slow, but if you're already ADS, because you are a 3 armor, I mean, you can do some work with this. You have his slug shotgun. It kind of functions like a DMR in a way. You can see that I don't normally use this gun, but it can be a decent gun. It does do decent damage, but I prefer the Alda because there aren't that many defending LMGs, and honestly it has a lot of benefits. Then you have the Bailiff and the Keratos. I like the Bailiff to make lines of sights and rotates, as well as if someone's close range and you don't have time to, like, you know, bring your gun up or ADS, running around with a Bailiff can put somebody down pretty damn quick. Keratos is a super strong revolver as well, but it's just not as good in terms of utility making. And then you have observation blockers, barbed wire, or impact grenades. So there's an argument to be made about all these. Barbed wire if you just want to slow them down so you can use your cameras more. Impacts if you want to have potential to, like, you know, deal with shields, or like you need to make a crazy play with a rotation. And then observation blockers, honestly, with Maestro, it kind of makes sense because you can, like, place them in front of your bulletproof cameras and, like, shoot the drones as they show up, so you can effectively hide your cameras from, like, Bravo, from, like, hacking them and whatnot using observation blockers. Personally, I'm probably going with impacts or bar, but there's a choice here to be made. All right, now let's talk about his evil eye cameras. So let's talk about how to place these. I'm not gonna go through every map, but I will go through some maps and show you guys how to place these. So what the evil eye camera does, you leave it down. It can't be shot until you expose it like this, but when you expose it, you will be able to shoot beams. So look at my health bar really quick at the top. You can shoot an enemy down to basically dead. I mean, I'm a 3 armor. I could probably take myself out with that, with an entire battery, and then it'll come back and you can do it all over again. You can shoot drones, util, floors, cams, etc. So the real way to, like, really place these cameras is to place them in a way that you're going to have a lot of vision and you're going to be able to deal with attackers and other types of util. So I'll place them in areas like here, like I can see them coming in. I can also shoot floors, drones that show up, etc. I can just, like, kind of stay on this camera watching. Here I can watch laundry as well as freezer and take some pot shots on them if I want. And then I can place another one, let's say place one for the back tower. I can place one, honestly, I can even place one in medium if you want to be a real sicko. You can place one like this. You don't have to make that rotate, but you do need to open up that hatch, and you can just do this. If they try to go for the hatch, I can just zap it off, or just pest them. I don't know when they're on the hatch. You need to be careful about attackers getting too close. Sledge can just destroy it instantly. Any type of explosives can destroy these cameras as well. Bravo cams can hack them and then they can use them against you. And one thing, if they get close enough, they can melee it out. But that doesn't make it useless. You can still use this for audio calls. You can tell when people are walking around, and if you want, you can still open up the glass and still use the camera. Like so. All right, now we're on Clubhouse. So let's talk about these cameras real quick. So I put one up in Logi, making some vertical holes. I can destroy anything that's on the hatch, as well as give out calls to my teammates. It will be easy for them to clear this Maestro cam. They will have to open up the hatch and we'll have to use util to actually clear this out. It just stalls them out. And if they don't go for it, then I can punish them. Here, I can have clear access to the hallway. I can see blue as well. I can see everything that's going on. Basically, clear overview of adjacent to the site. And then I have the last one, which, you know, a lot of people are going to end up planning here. I can have a lot of access on denying a plan. And I could literally be in the back of church with my body, playing behind church or like wherever, and then come out swinging. Or deny the plants with the Maestro cams. Most of the round, you're probably going to end up being on your camera because these cameras do a lot of work. You can destroy a ton of drones, ton of intel, and make sure you're calling it out to your team. Okay, now we're on Consulate. Talking about the cameras, I can watch the yellow walk in, as well as like kind of pester the attackers and shoot drones as they come by. Here, I can stop a plant that's going down in that corner, as well as call it out to my team that is going down. And then here, I have this spiral walk-in, so I can see anyone walking up spiral. If they try to push past the camera, I can pest them. If they run up to try to melee my glass, a teammate can swing out and take them out. Okay, here we're on Kafe. Cameras. One on Heaven to just have an overview of everything happening under the skylight, everything that's going on. You can get either a lot of intel from this camera. It's probably not going to get destroyed as well. You have a camera under the new hatch, which can be destroyed pretty easily, but it is extremely useful cam to just pester attackers that are walking in. And then one over here, if they're shooting at this one, you swap to this, and you basically have them in a pinch chokehold, and you keep swapping back and forth and shooting them as they turn around. Give your teammates a lot of time to really dealing with them. Honestly, it's more as a distraction, but you can kill people with these cameras, which we're going to show you guys in some of the gameplay clips. All right, going through operators for attackers that counter Maestro pretty decently. You need to be mindful that if people are playing these operators, it can hurt your game, but this is why Maestro has like impacts if they do get hacked by, like, say, Brava. Brava can hack them, use them for herself. Maestro, you can throw an impact and destroy your own camera. Pretty easy to do. And if you really like playing Maestro and you want it gone, then you know, maybe ban Brava. Honestly, Brava isn't a bad ban if you're planning on playing Maestro and wanting to have a ton of intel. Another operator, I mean, anything with any type of explosives will destroy the Maestro cam. So, you know, you got the Flores, you got the Ash, you got the grenades. Anything that brings any type of explosive is going to destroy the cameras, as well as a sledgehammer. There's a lot of things that can destroy these cameras, and obviously EMPs are going to deactivate them for a period of time, and then after, you know, they're not EMP'd, they'll be active again, and you be able to carry on your merry business. All right, now we're gonna get to some Maestro gameplay. Let's get to it. Kafe, running around the bailiff, pre-firing out with the LMG. There's a guy on the rooftop. I see someone on the window. I have plenty of bullets left. Plenty of bullets left, even when someone shows up. Here we go underneath, swinging down with my gun up. Because I see my pulse walking up. I just pre-fire out. He runs into it. Free kill. Here, using my camera now just to gather intel. To know where they're at. Shooting a bit with some pre-fires. And final guy. I pre-fire out. So many bullets to use. No reason not to pre-fire. Here, now we're on coastline. I'm being a little sneaky. Checking my cameras. I've placed all over the place. I don't see anybody. I know they're going up top. I impact for line of sight. We shoot out. Pretty sure I downed one. Swinging out again for VIP. Go for some wall bangs. Last guy. I didn't know at the time that this was last guy, but I'm effectively in a 1v2. I get a reload. I see a glimpse of him, and we pre-fire out, and we take him down. Here now we're on Villa. They meleeed my glass, but it's still working. Dealing quick 20 health to Ash. You never know when you might actually kill somebody with this if they're already lit too, so it's never bad to just keep poking away at them. We do find one. Playing Astro. I'm just pre-firing out. Now I swing out with my LMG. Taking tap shots where he might be. I know he's on red staircase, and then I just start spraying him down. Fast fire rate, decent damage, always solid. Now we're on Chalet. This is hilarious. shooting him up, lighting him up a bit. Making sure I'm safe over here. I am. We see one there. You can see that Goyo on the ground as well. Get a frost mat. I light him up, so now we know he's extremely lit. I don't know how he's not down there. They're just both running around, not really sure what to do. I can activate those Goyo canisters whenever I want with these cameras. Honestly, we don't even really have to move. We kill the ace who was in that frost mat. He goes down. Osa walks in. I activate the fire just in case he rotates back, and then I just finish him off with the camera. It's a 2v2 situation, and neither of us really had to lift a finger other than being on my camera. All right, this is a hilarious round. This is when I was just starting to grind for champ. It was like day 1 of the new season, and you know, people would be like, I wish my champ lobbies were like this, but trust me, I mean, this is a red herring. But you will get a lot of use out of these cameras, I'm telling you. But probably not this much. Just zapping the Nomad, making him scared. He's not really sure what's going on. And he's staring at the camera, speaking for the enemies. He gets lit, and I actually end up killing him. We're getting a kill assist with the camera. Here, Sledge walks in. Get another kill assist. Just lighting them up. Grim actually gets fully down from the camera. I did like 50, 60 damage with just my camera while he was getting shot in the back. So if he was lit already, now he's dead. Camera basically got everybody. Now I'm just walking around with a bailiff, and we find the last. Simple enough. So here, coastline. Sledge, if he gets close to the camera, can just destroy the bulletproof glass and the camera itself when he gets close, so I don't really care about just zapping him as much as I can to see how much damage I can do. And we do like 30 damage to him. So now we're in a 2v4, which is not a good situation, but I kill one, kill a second. The best thing about this LMG, the reason why he's like Maestro is so good on cameras, is that when you go in and activate, you don't really have to reload. You can just keep fighting. I have half my mag left, but 48 bullets is more than enough. I keep going in. 35 bullets left. We find the guy covering, and the guy running away who doesn't really know what to do because there's an LMG in his back, and they're all sprayed down. All right, guys, that's it today on how to play as Maestro in Rainbow Six Siege X. And yeah, really good operator. Super good at gathering intel and just denying a lot of gadgets that are flying in, and just, you know, hurting the enemy just a little bit does make a difference. If you've ever won a firefight with like 20 to 30 health left, Maestro could make that difference. He could be like, you know, zapping people down like just a couple notches to make them a little bit more squishy, dealing with other drones so that the attackers aren't gonna know where you're at. There's a lot of things he can do, really versatile with his cameras and just honestly just how he operates. And that LMG is goddamn crazy to use. And that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe, comment, leave a like down below for more, and peace out until next time. Let me know what operator you guys want to see next. Love you guys.